Okay, there we go. All right, so these are the matches that we have, you guys, in the bracket. It's a ladder format, just like it was the other day. These 4 players are going to be playing, and if you draw the game, both players get eliminated. If someone wins, they stay. The other player goes home. So should be fun, actually. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be good. All right. Vidit tweeted, yeah. Let's just watch his game first. Let me pull up his game. Thank you to Stebby for the 2 months. Thank you so much to Stebby. Appreciate it. But yeah. Format is a ladder format, so on my screen you'll see there are 4 players. There's Vidit, Sadhawani, Praggnanandhaa, and Sarin. There's Ivic, Giri, Hansen, Van Foreest. So if the game is a draw between Vidit and Van Foreest, both players are eliminated. And then we move to board 3, board 2, and so forth. And for example, if it's board 2 versus board 1, there's a draw. Board 1 is eliminated, and that's the end of it. I guess Ivic finished ahead of Anish somehow on points. I didn't even look closely, but yeah, Ivic somehow finished ahead of him. So yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They should have played Jospim. Yeah, I mean, it's all relative, obviously. But yeah, that's what I would say. So kind of surprising. The order doesn't matter, though. I think you have to play based on the scoring system, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it works. So yeah. But anyway, in terms of points, they don't have to follow it. Oh, okay. If all draws Brazil qualifies, no, we're out, you guys. We tried our best, but unfortunately we finished in 6th place, and that's what happens. But yeah, that's how it goes. So let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens in the match. They should be starting pretty soon. But we'll wait for it. Game link for us to follow. Well, we're gonna be watching the games, obviously. Well, we'll be watching the games live. 4 a.m. Yogis must be asleep. Oh, that's true. It is 4 a.m. in India. That is not gonna make for a fun time. Vidit, okay, here we go. Game 1 is underway, you guys. Game 1. Let's see what Vidit can do. Again, they're playing 3+2, not 3-0. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. Can someone DM me the number of messages I've written in chat? Okay, let's see. /user DZEY89. Do you want to know how many messages you've written, good sir? You have written 999 plus messages. You've written 999 plus messages, DZ. So congrats. All right. Anyway, let's see. All right, Rich about Forest Slade. Yeah, so that's the max number it keeps track of. So yeah, you're a true fan. You're a true believer. All right, knight e5, all pretty standard so far. There's rook c8. There's also knight h5, knight f6, which is pretty standard. White can make a draw, but he's going to go for this line with knight c6 and have the 2 bishops long term. Let's see what happens. 999 plus is an automatic free gifted timeout. True. All right, pretty standard. Nothing too exciting so far. Let's see what happens. Queen d3 hits the pawn. b5, maybe a4 here. He does go a4. Queen b6, probably trade, and then maybe e3. Black would love to play b4 at some point to prevent the knight from developing. Right now, there's no square for the knight to go if the pawn is on b4. So black really would like to put the pawn there if he can. Thank you to Morkenstein for the 13 as well. Thank you so much to Morkenstein. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much to all you guys for the love and support today. You guys have been amazing. We're obviously in September, and it's really great to see the way the community is responding. You know, I hope you guys are all enjoying the show and enjoying all the streams. Thank you to VookV for 300 bits, because obviously in August specifically, I was not around very much. I was definitely missing in action, playing chess tournaments and so forth. So once again, thank you so much to all you guys for the love and support. You're all amazing. Show the other games. No, it's 1 by 1, you guys. They play 1 by 1. So you'll understand when I start removing names from the list in the text that you see. Because it's 1 by 1. 30-second lead for black. Yeah. Okay, goes a5. I think Vidit had this in the online Olympiad against Jeffrey Zhang very recently, and I think he lost that game. So I'm kind of surprised he's still playing this. They play 1 game at a time, and you get eliminated and so forth. That's what happens. If Vidit wins right now, then Van Foreest is eliminated, and Vidit plays the next game against Eric Hansen and so forth. It's pretty straightforward once the first game is over. It'll be much clearer. So yeah. Guess the idea is play knight c1, b3, maybe e3, bishop f1 even long term. Probably knight c1, knight b3, I assume. Guard the pawn and then prepare e3 and bishop f1. So it's like Pokemon Battle, exactly, yeah. Tough for India when it's 3 a.m. unless India is just a better team. That is possible. Yeah. What is rook c4? What is rook c4? Oh man, what is rook c4? Terrible. All right, well that was very quick, you guys. And just like that, we say goodbye to Jorden van Foreest. So next team is going to be Vidit versus Eric Hansen. Yes, that was not good. That was not good, you guys. And did you see how the bars went poof immediately? Yes, the bar went immediately. It was just like that. Yeah. Yes, I have the. Oh, do I have the rich man laugh? You're saying I've got the rich man laugh. Why is the Ivic board want that? I don't know. But anyway, I have the. Do I have the Jeff Bezos rich man laugh? I do. Really? Okay. I'll go. I'll go look that up later then. I'll go take a look at that. All right. So next game, we're still watching. The next game should be starting pretty soon. We're already watching Vidit. Why am I happy though? I'm just confused. His good looks couldn't save him. Yeah, no, I mean good looks count for something, but in a game like chess, it's all about perfect moves and precision. All this other superficial stuff does not come into play. Yeah. Vidit is gonna sweep. Maybe I could see it. If you take the queen, white just takes your queen, and you're just down a rook. You have a rook and 3 pieces, 2 knights and a bishop. I have 2 rooks, 2 bishops and a knight. So you're just down a whole tower here. Anish's reaction, I'm sure, is not a happy one. Geez, thought Hikaru and Jorden were friends. I'm obviously joking. I mean, Jordan's an amazing player. Okay, so one down. So we have Eric Hansen against Eric Hansen against Vidit Gujrathi. Why did I play for a very weak team? Because it was last minute. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played. It was good content, frankly. So that's the reason. Huge win by Krikor against Anish. Krikor won a game. Nice. Imagine Vidit being your bottom board. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice to have Vidit being your bottom board. I agree. Computer, however, says this is already dubious. It likes c3 here, which is kind of interesting. Okay, and I guess knight of... Now I think Eric already missed the boat, because now knight f6 and castles and black should be completely fine here. I came first, still not qualified. No, unfortunately, the rest of my team came a little bit short. So, what to do? That's just life. I mean, I tried my best, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. Just not meant to be. Probably bishop e6 makes sense. I like bishop e6, maybe h6, but I'm worried about this opening of the diagonal. So I probably would play bishop e6 here. Don't be sad, you did your best. It'd be hilarious if Vidit takes out the whole team. It would be, yeah. So h3, bishop e6, probably knight f e5. I'm not sure. Not sure. Probably knight f e5. Open up the diagonal. That's my guess here. Wait, no, he didn't play that move. That was just me making a bad move. I mean, knight e5 looks like the human move just to open up the scope for the op on g2. I mean, Vidit legit could win all 4 games. Yeah, Vidit on board 4 is pretty insane. He definitely could win all 4 games. Why am I in Brazil? I mean, I love Brazil, but why? Because Brazil's a great country, you guys. Brazil has the Amazon forest. They know how to party better than anybody else. No other country has anything remotely comparable to Carnival. So yeah. Yeah, it's like, what can I say? Amazon Prime, yes, they have. Yes, Brazil has Amazon Prime. I didn't get knocked out, you guys. I finished first in the arena, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. Giri versus Vidit is going to be interesting. If Vidit wins this game, yeah. I assume you go bishop d5 and cut the diagonal. Basically, you create a wooden shield. That would make a lot of sense here. So let's see. Okay, bishop d5, bishop g5 played. Maybe h6, maybe rook e8. Okay, very solid moves by Vidit. Knight d2 trying to get knight e4. White is okay here. However, having played this a4 move to prevent b5 and creating the bastion does weaken b4, and there's a permanent weakness on c2 and d3 here. Permanent weakness on these two squares. So I actually don't like this position for white that much. Thank you to Browse for the gift this up. Thank you so much to Browse. So let's see. What's special about Vidit's game style? I think what I would say about Vidit's game style is that he's very solid. He has a very, I don't know if elegant is the word, but he just has a very clean, kind of very pristine style. I mean, Queen d7 and Bishop e7 and f5 looks good. I mean, it hits the pawn on a4. I mean, the only thing I would say about Vidit, the only problem Vidit has is that his nerves aren't very good. That's the only real critique I can. That's the only real critique I have of Vidit, is that his nerves aren't good. Okay, Queen d7 here, hit the pawn, and Rook e8 and f5 looks very pleasant for black here. I don't like this position at all for white. So that's what I would say. Yeah, that's the only real critique I have of Vidit, is that the pressure. That's the only thing. Do I think Vidit suffers from pressure? Oh, it's very clear. It's very clear. The mistakes he makes at the end of some of these games, like during the during this Meltwater event, are mistakes that like he would not make if there wasn't pressure. So that's the only critique I have. But overall, he's just very good. I mean, he's just a very good player. Nothing more to it. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. Okay, maybe you go b5 here. Maybe bishop d8, hit the pawn. I would probably play, but then there's takes, knight c4. Maybe rook c6. I mean, the thing is the rook guards. Now I can double up, but also bring the knight back, because c2 is guarded by the rook on e2. Very important that it allows rook e1 and knight c4. I would probably go rook c6, rook e6. It makes the most sense. Yeah, rook e6, of course, coming next move. And then you always have, okay, rook e6, obviously. And now there's also f5. You have to be very careful here about this f5 move. Maybe even but g4 concedes f4 potentially. So you don't really want to go here because of that. But f5 is a huge problem as well. Is Vidit super GM? I mean, I don't know if he's considered a super GM, but yeah, in my book he is, definitely. Quintanillo played bad chess today, unfortunately. Well, the thing is, when you say bad chess, I mean, to be fair, the top teams were playing. It's a very tough field to play against. You know, even for me, I came up 12 points short of what I had in the other arena, and like, I mean, I had less points because it was a stronger field. So I think that says a lot about it. I mean, it's a very strong field that he was up against. I mean, and again, like if you look at my score, even I had a great score, but even for me, it was lower. So yeah, it's hard to. How do chess players train to deal with pressure? Sports psychologists. I mean, I've done stuff over the years. I don't really. I mean, I still consider myself something of a chess player, so I won't really reveal any methods or things. But I will say that yeah, some people definitely do stuff. Crushing Nepo was enough. Yeah, crushing World Championship Challenger, by the way, was pretty good. Yeah, that was good. Knight c3. Yeah, see, Vidit is just killing it. Look at Vidit. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's just getting good position, very little pressure, and he's just putting the hurt on Eric Hansen here. He's just putting the hurt on him. Knight b5, knight d4. Look at that bastion. f5, kill him on the diagonal. Ooh la la. GG's. Good night. Good night, Eric. Yeah, knight d4. I mean, this is just a disaster. Bishop g5, maybe. f5. I mean, everything is winning for black here. Yeah, I mean, Vidit's just, I mean, he's just overmatched. I mean, Hansen is just overmatched. Vidit is just a very strong player. Did Vidit end the Brazil dream by drawing me? I don't think we would have made it. Even if I beat Vidit there, I would have had to win like 4 more games in a row. I mean, I would have had to like get like 20 more points. I would have had to have 5 more wins. And I think even in a perfect world, the most number of wins I could have had was maybe 3 more. So, I mean, it's hard to blame. I mean, it's hard. It's really, really hard to say anything. Yeah, I mean, f5 is GG here. Yeah, f5 is game over. Takes an fe4 and rook f8. Yeah, yeah. Vidit is just killing it, here. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that I think that Vidit just runs the table here. I mean, everything wins. Rook e4 wins. Rook f8 wins. I mean, it's all about choice. There's increment, so that kind of helps, but it still shouldn't change the result. Okay, e5. You have knight f3 here. You have rook f8. You've got queen. I mean, everything wins. Daniel wants to play blitz. I'm not playing blitz right now. we're covering chess, and then maybe I'll play a little bit more of Road 96. Unlikely, but maybe. G4, you can't take some check, and that's a classic right triangle. Okay, but now you've got a great bastion. Rook D8. I mean, that's just over. Rook D8. Take the file. There's going to be some kind of Arabian made on H2 or G. Oh, Rook D2 is just. Rook D2 is game over, but I mean, this also just wins, I guess. I mean, everything is over. Queen B2 wins, Knight D4 wins, Rook D4 wins. Every single move is winning for black here. I like Knight D4, by the way. Very, very nice move. Simple. Just Knight E2, Queen E. I mean, you just resign here. Queen D5 and Knight F3 with the fossil. Game over. Hits the king. Hansen resigns. Hansen is gone. Vidit's going to eat all the Chessbrahs. I mean, this is the big match. This is the big next match. The problem for Anish here is that Anish already, I think, has to Anish has to win a draw. I mean, if Anish draws against Vidit, I don't see Ivic beating all three of the Indian players. Like, if Vidit just draws Giri here, Ivic is going to have to beat Sadhawani, Praggnanandhaa, and that's just to get to the final game against Nihal, where I think Nihal is a big favorite. So if I'm Anish here, I think he has to go all in. He basically has to gamble and try to do something very wild and messy, because otherwise, I don't see Ivic doing it. Because otherwise, I don't see it. Ivic can't even draw. He has to win. Nihal and Pragg played well. I mean, all the Indian juniors are insane. Like, goes without saying. But yeah, it's basically on Anish here. He has to beat Vidit. If he doesn't beat Vidit, I think it's just over. Is Vidit better than Vichy? No, I don't think so. And I would only say the difference is A, pressure. Vidit doesn't handle the pressure as well. And then B, I think that Vichy has better preparation still. Even now, I think Vichy's preparation is a different quality versus Vidit. But I would say if you just put them in a normal position, they're just playing, I wouldn't say that Vichy's better than Vidit. I think they're probably on par. I think they're very comparable players. Yeah. Difference is 5 world championship titles. Well, there is that too. Yes, there is that too. Yes, that is true. Vichy kind of does have a few more world championship titles. But anyway, yeah. All right. So I guess are they taking a break right now? I can't tell. Let me see. I think they're taking a break, as I recall. They take a break before the final 2 ladder matches. But yeah, it's pretty it's looking pretty bad. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing great, you guys. Doing great. We're what, almost 8 hours in, so pretty fun stream today. I've had a good time. I mean, Title Tuesday, of course, was pretty scuffed, to be fair. But I mean, it's been an interesting stream. So that's what I was saying. Okay, here we go. Game 3, you guys, versus Vidit Gujrathi and Anish Giri. Let's see. Is Vidit gonna play the exchange? He is. He's just gonna make a draw here, I think. Yeah, poor Anish. He's trying to be solid, and Vidit's just going to make a draw. I mean, what are you going to do? Anish will try to win, I guess, but yeah, it's not a draw already. But I mean, it's going to be very hard for Anish to win. Very hard. Giri has even more championships. Vidit can beat him. True. If draw, both players are eliminated, and then Ivic has to win 2 games in a row. So it's like very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult here. Either Anish emerges as the hero, or Vidit emerges as the hero, or unexpectedly Ivic turns out to be a hero. True. How good is Ivic? I mean, he's like high 25s, maybe 25-60, 25-70. He's a good player, but he's not Anish Giri. I mean, if I'm Anish, maybe he's going to go F6 and G5 or something, but it looks bad. Imagine playing your best friend in such a situation. Yeah, you just got to beat them. They're not your best friend. You're playing chess. If Vidit draws, it's done. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Yeah. Wow, 95. Wild move. I think Ivic can beat Raunak, Pragg, and Nihal. I mean, I would put the odds of that very low. I'd put the odds of that like 10%. Especially with increment. I think Ivic, when I've seen him play, I think he's better without increment. Probably bishop h4 makes sense, then knight f6, bishop g3, something like this, something of this nature. It looks pretty standard so far. Go is more friendly than chess, probably. Yeah. Is it still theory? I don't think so, but yeah, bishop h4 looks like the right move here. Why not f6? Because there would be bishop takes knight. That's why. Probably knight f6, bishop g3, bishop d6, rook c1. I mean, this looks very pleasant for white. I don't really like this position. Why didn't I qualify? Because unfortunately my team didn't score enough points. We finished in 6th place in the arena, and 4 and 5 play a tiebreak match. If we had made it in, I think I had a chance to carry the team. It's not as though I wasn't already trying really hard to carry, but I think I could have carried the team maybe if we'd made it in, but wasn't meant to be, and that's life. Ivic still so young, 19 years old. Yeah, Ivic is talented. He's definitely a talented junior. I expect him to break 2600 at some point soon. But yeah. He goes g5. I mean, computer hates this for some unknown reason. I'm not really sure why, but the computer does not like this move. I'm guessing because of like some, I don't know. There's also g4. I don't know. This is going to be a weird game. Queen c6, bishop b5 takes king d7 is probably fine. I think you have to go here, actually. I don't think you even have a choice. Ivic is 2600? Okay. I think Anish is actually doing okay here. I don't really dislike his position. He's going to have 2 bishops here. I think Anish is fine. Is this Road 96 music? Very well could be in the game. It's not, but this totally could be Road 96 music for sure. Sam is assumed to be the next Hikaru. Thoughts on that? I don't think he's been. I think Jeffrey is considered to be the next to me. Not Sam. Sam for a period was the top junior, but it's been Jeffrey for a long time now. I don't like this position for Vidit, by the way. I'm going to be honest. I don't like it. Maybe don't like it's too strong, but I feel like it's getting edgy to where Anish could maybe come up with a trick. Okay, you probably go rook c1 and then f4 is my guess. Or you could go knight b6 first and then rook c1 too, maybe. Okay, he goes rook c1 as expected. What I think of Praggnanandhaa, again, like all the Indian juniors, one of them is going to break through. Nobody knows who it's going to be, but it totally could. It could be Praggnanandhaa for sure. One of them will break through. Just nobody knows. Maybe knight c3. Maybe just castle. Maybe knight e2. Maybe knight e2, knight f4 ideas as well. Just knight b6. Rook c6, I guess. And then king e2 and rook c1. Yeah, you got to go rook c6 here. Why is he thinking? Actually, I'm a little confused here. Yeah, he does play it finally. Thank you to Carlo. Thank you to Carlop CC for the 2 months. Hi from Italy. Buonasera a tutti. Thank you to Calistan for the 7. Thank you to for Browners for the 2. Thank you to Jurscore for the prime and Typholosion for the prime. Thank you so much. Why not rook c8? Because black can just trade the rooks here. Okay, but now f4. No, now f4 and no. I mean, actually, castles king f2 and then rook c1 and Anish actually can't actually castle because there might even be knight d7. So it's very bad. Why not play in the US Championship? Because I'm playing the Grand Swiss in Riga. I'm going to shoot my shot, try to qualify for the FIDE Candidates tournament, and just go for broke. Do you ever feel tired after a full day of constantly thinking, calculating? Yeah, I mean, I definitely. Oh, that's a terrible move. There's knight c8 or rook c1. No. I mean, knight c was maybe. I thought knight c8 was just good for white, but he missed it. Huh. But yeah, I figure I'll shoot my shot in Riga, try to qualify for the candidates. That means more than trying to that means a lot more than trying to that means a lot more than trying to win another US championship. Simple reality. That's just what it is. This looks kind of loosening somehow. But maybe it's not. I don't know. It looks very weak. Somehow it feels like something's falling apart here for white, but maybe not. Will I vlog? No, I won't. Whoa, thank you to Aaron Cat for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much to Aaron Cat. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 gifteds. I guess rook d7. Yeah, but now knight e5 takes king e3. I think Vidit's going to draw the game. I don't think he's going to win here, but I think he's going to be able to draw. Knight c6 maybe? Oh, then bishop a3. No, it doesn't quite work. Maybe just rook d... it does it? Rook d1. You can also maybe take and just go bishop d1 and knight c6. Actually, knight c6 and knight e7 is an important one. Yeah, Anish is not going to win this. This is going to be a draw because we're going to get an opposite color bishop ending, and this will be a draw. So Ivic is going to have to knight d4, of course. It goes there. He allows d2. Kind of surprised by that. Knight c6. Knight d4. Yeah, knight d4 is a draw because b5. What is that? I mean, Vidit is trying hard not to win this. I will say that. Yeah, bishop g6, good move. Knight d4, I guess. I mean, the black has the 2 bishops here. Like, this is dangerous. But you can take and check. No, but now black's gonna win. Vidit did what he's done before. Again, that's what I said. Like, when there's actual pressure on the line, Vidit makes mistakes. When there's actual pressure on the line, Vidit makes some of these mistakes that he shouldn't make. And this is a perfect example. Like, the perfect example of it. He's going for knight d5. But I think you just go bishop e5 and then king. But there's still knight f4. It's still tricky. But Anish is going to clutch it, I think. Maybe not. King f3? Wait, did I speak too soon? Knight f5? No, wait, I think I spoke to... Oh, I think Anish is going to choke this. There's knight... King a3, knight f4. What? What? Okay, yeah, Anish is going to win here. I mean, what on earth was that by Vidit? Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Yeah, so Vidit is out. Like I said, exactly what I said. Like, Vidit's... The one problem Vidit has is his nerves are not great. His nerves are not great. And we saw it here too. Like, right when it should have been a draw, he panicked. Like, this was the most critical moment. Go knight d4 here. Bishop e4, you take the pawn. If king f6, just trade that knight. Opposite color bishops, easy draw. And that's what I've said before, is that Vidit, like, that's the one thing that he lacks, is that he's got this lack of nerves at various times. And yeah, it's not about beating Anish. It's just like all he needed was to make the draw. And he just, yeah, a little bit light. If Anish kills Raunak game on, I mean, I still think it's very, very close. I assume that if Anish could run the table. And the funny thing is, he's sponsored by a meditation app. Yeah, I mean, Anish could go all the way now. He could win every game, definitely. Hikaru, what if Calvin Klein approaches you from a brand endorsement? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, would I? Anish has to beat 3 talented juniors. True. Is 4 a.m. in India? Yeah, it is. No, it's pretty early. Underwear ads. Very funny, you guys. Very funny. Flaunt that bod. Exactly. Okay. 4 a.m. is probably late or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. TSM equals the supermodel man. Exactly. Brand endorsement? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. You never know. You never know. All right. See. Next game is next game should be starting pretty soon. It's going to be between Anish. Let me see. Show it. Yeah. Show it. Yeah. Yeah. Show it. Yeah, I could show Calvin Klein, right? Anyway, Anish versus Indian juniors, but that would be very random to do that. There are a lot of kids, a lot of good people watching the stream, so no sir. My question is, how is Raunak still able to compete in online competitions when he was banned for cheating on Lead Chess? I mean, Lead Chess and Chess.com have different rules, basically. That's what I would say. They both have different rules. I mean, it's what it is. Can we get another Nickelodeon ad? Sure. There you guys go. There are your ads. They're your ads. Anyway, you guys, I think there's a short break here. There's gonna be a short break, I think, before they start playing. So we'll just keep it here. Maybe I'll go back to puzzles. Go back to puzzles very briefly while we wait for next game to start. Wait, actually, I should follow Anish 1 second. Look at this. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to puzzles. All right, let's keep going with puzzles. We're at number 63 here. What are the options? Thank you to Harry Bum for the gift of sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, by the way, you guys, we also have some other things. What is this? We have some tweet. What is this tweet? What is this? We have this tweet. What is this tweet? Olympio G Urcon tweets, Hikaru Nakamura commented on his YouTube channel today that he's ready to agree to a chess boxing match against Magnus Carlsen if a $10 million prize fund can be guaranteed. All right, you guys, there you go. So there's our tweet of the day from Olympio G Urcon. It's a joke, obviously. It's not a joke to Mr. Crocs or Cool. It's not a joke, of course. I'm being very honest. If we can guarantee a $10 million prize fund, of course we'll do it. Obviously, Magnus would do it too. It's not a joke. With 10 million on the line, I don't think so. With 10 million on the line, I don't think it's a joke. Did Sam Shanklin make a related tweet or something yesterday? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Let me see. You said Sam Shanklin, right? Did he do some tweet? What was this tweet? This the Shanklin tweet? What is this? You know you're a chess player when over the course of one day you miss a win and eventually make a draw. You lose a fortune when the stock market tanks, and the missed win is what bothers you more. What is this? What is this? Sam saying he was down $51,000. Okay, is that the weird flex? Very weird flex by Sam. But anyway, let's go back to chess. That must mean Sam has like a lot of Palantir or something. Let's go here. Weird flex. Weird flex. Very, very weird flex. All right. What's going on? D4 is played here. He is poor. I am down way more. Good one. Okay, so D4 is played pretty standard so far by Anish. Bishop A7 is played. Sam needs to stop YOLOing AMC calls. I mean, yeah, that's kind of weird. All right, Bishop G7. I'd fight Prime Mike Tyson for $10 million. You're insane. You're insane. If you would fight Mike Tyson, you would fight Mike Tyson in his prime for that. No, you're insane. You're actually insane. You're actually insane, is what I would say. Okay, Knight B4 played Knight C3 by Raunak. This looks pretty normal so far. Raunak's got a big center. Anish is going to get the two bishops. Complicated middle game ahead. No thanks. You'd be lucky to even live. Yeah, I mean against Tyson as prime. Yeah, I guess you can go E5 here. What is Anish doing actually? Anish is in big trouble here. I think big trouble. What on earth is Anish doing? I mean, you can take, but you're gonna lose the pawn on D. No, Anish is actually just in really bad shape here. This looks very bad. If Raunak draws, you assume basically unless Anish wins, you assume advantage. I mean, this looks terrible. There's knight takes E4, knight C2, knight F6, which looks good. You can even take with the bishop and take with the rook, which looks good. Everything looks good. So I don't know what Anish is doing here. Oh wait, Anish is white. Oh, never mind. Okay, no wonder. Yeah, okay, then it all makes sense. Yeah, Anish is just white. I'm insane. We have a poll. You fight Mike Tyson as prime. The result is death, more death, bloody death, maybe just a coma. Good one. By the way, rook E6 is the only move here to go rook G6. Bad for black, but there are chances if you get C5, D4, and bishop. If you can get 1 and 2, and then open the diagonal and go rook G6 with the right triangle, it could be very good for black here. Yeah, maybe just a coma, right? Yeah, I mean, that would be so bad. I don't know if I like this though. There's going to be d4 and bishop c6 here. Like, this is getting a little bit scary for Anish. Like, d4, bishop h6, bishop c6 looks a little bit scary. Yeah, so he's going to make him take, and then... Oh, wait, no. If you take, there's h3. Wait, h3 is hanging... But then bishop g5? I think this is a mistake. So I think you can just take. Because if takes, you have bishop g5. I think Raunak missed this. And then on d4, you get bishop g5 and knight h4, and it should be game as well. Yeah, he does it. I think he lost a tempo here. It's just... He just lost a tempo. Yeah, Anish is going to win this game. I'm pretty confident. I tried carrying Brazil. Unfortunately, my teammates didn't quite score enough points. Yeah, this is just lost for black. Bishop g5 and knight h4 is game over. He should have gone d4. He should have gone d4 takes and then bishop c6 and hoped for something. But this is just lost now, just completely lost. Raunak missed bishop g5 for sure. Bishop g5. What? Oh, he wants queen c8 maybe and sack. Maybe he wants queen c8, but I mean, really hard to believe in this. Computer obviously hates it. Yeah, Anish finds e6, and this is just GG's. If f6, you can just take h3. Yeah, this is game over. Unfortunately, my team didn't perform Luke Skywalker, probably something like that. But yeah, this is going to be very, very close finish here. It's going to be, yeah, Vidit did mess up. Vidit had the draw, and he messed it up. So yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, because Anish should be a big favorite against Sadhawani. Praggnanandhaa, he's still a favorite, I think. I don't know if he's a huge favorite, but Anish, I say Praggnanandhaa is generally pretty good in rapid, but in blitz, Anish should be favored. I'm not in this because we didn't qualify. I tried, but what can I do? Bro, you fed up for my team. Is that Elham? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, dude. I had to beat you guys. Praggnanandhaa is a very strong player, make no mistake, but I'm just saying I sense that Praggnanandhaa is better in rapid than he is in blitz. He doesn't strike me as a blitz player that much. He strikes me as much more of like a very good rapid player. Yeah, Anish apparently makes a slight mistake, but not a big deal. Why isn't Giri the top board? That I don't know. I don't know why that's allowed, actually. Giri should be the top board. I assume e7 is winning. Actually, no, then bishop e6. So maybe just take. And I mean, pass pawn, terrible bishop. Queen b7 wins, queen e4 wins, queen f5 wins, rook d1 probably wins, every move wins. Just e7, jam that pawn up the board. Just play e7 and threaten queen e8. Easy. Queen f7 probably also works, but e7 is just queen is blockading the pawn, crushing for white. Anish too good. Yeah, Anish, queen takes a8. Not difficult. Yeah, GG's. Nihal watching the stream. Yeah, Nihal can't be very happy with this. Okay, so Anish wins. So that means that it's it's board 2 versus board 2 here. So Raunak is gone. So that means it's Praggnanandhaa versus Anish here. Yeah, board 2s are playing now. So it's Praggnanandhaa versus Giri. Going to be really close. Should he play till checkmate? It doesn't matter. It's possible that Anish will win the final 2 games. Definitely possible. I mean, Anish obviously his reputation precedes him. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I would say. So yeah. All right, let's see. So I think they should be starting the next game in a second. Yeah, they haven't started yet. Praggnanandhaa should just draw against Anish and hope Nihal beats Ivic. Yeah, I mean, Praggnanandhaa needs to stop the bleeding here. We'll watch from the Indian standpoint, I guess. I mean, Giri, obviously, I mean, like I said, whoa, thank you to Great Marmalade for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much to Great Marmalade. Thank you to Momo Sex for the 7 months. What happened? Really, Hikaru, thanks for representing Brazil. It was amazing. It's not your fault. I tried my best. What can I do? What happened? I don't know why it was a border. Are they taking another break? I'm confused. Let me see. No, the game was aborted. Praggnanandhaa is not a non. That is Raunak Babush. I don't even know his name. It's something Praggnanandhaa. It's our Praggnanandhaa. I don't know. Anish walked away from the computer. Okay. When does Brazil play next? We were knocked out, you guys. Unfortunately, there will be no more grand finals for us. Unfortunately, but hey, it's what it is. No, it's Rameshbabu. I knew it was something. I knew it was something like that. The way that I said, yeah, I said Raunak Babushka. That sounds like Russian or something. What's wrong with me? Yeah, that's not Indian. Anyway, all right. Yeah, it's Rameshbabu. Yeah, Babushka is a Russian word. Yeah, what's wrong with me? Yeah, Raunak Babushka. Yeah, okay. Anish has black here. We'll watch it from the white standpoint. Why did Subi not play? I don't know. No idea. Well, I covered the PCL. I think the finals were on Thursday or something. I don't see any reason not to cover it. Yeah. Hey, Hikaru, sorry this is personal, but have you ever struggled with any addictions? No, I've never really had addictions. I've been very lucky. But I mean, I've definitely known people who have, for sure. How did Amish get through, but not Hikaru? You mean Anish? He's not Amish. You can play B3 here. I think B3 is correct. Okay, takes. What? You take and go B. Wait, are the Indians just collapsing all over the place here? You just take with the queen? The Indians are just collapsing here. He's just lost. Maybe it's the 4 a.m. time. Maybe it's just the time zone. Playing at 4 a.m. is catching up with all of them. But like, yeah, Anish is just like much better already. What on earth is Praggnanandhaa doing? I mean, B3 is still a move here. It's the same as the Olympiad. Yeah, I mean, they're just collapsing here. They're too sleepy, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is really on this is 100% on Vidit though. Vidit messed it up. Vidit had it and he messed it up. Players are yawning on stream. Yeah, probably just too tired. All my money's on Nihal. Well, Nihal's gonna need to do it. There's Queen C2 and you lose a pawn. Queen C2 and then I mean maybe you have Rook F2 and you can somehow salvage this, but this looks very, very unpleasant. Maybe it's not. Wait, takes Rook F2, Rook C8. You can trade Rook F2, trade, and then go Rook C1 at the end. Yes, you go Rook F2. And then Rook C8, you trade and go Rook C1, and you're drawing. Anish missed this. 100% he missed Rook takes Rook C1 with Rook C8 and Bishop H6. Oh, Anish messed it up. Now it should be a draw with correct play. What was the win, actually? Computer says Queen B5 is the win. This is Anish messed it up. He's no longer winning anymore. He's no longer winning. No longer winning. This is gonna be fun if it's a draw. We'll Pragg see the draw. Of course, we'll see takes in Rook C1. It's at this point, it's a very easy concept. And that's why Anish is like, he's like, oh no, what happened? I thought I was winning and I messed it all up. So yeah, unfortunate for sure. Goes Rook C4. Now White gets Rook D1, B3, and King F1. And as long as Praggnanandhaa is smart here, he should draw this game. He goes Rook D2. He's going to go Rook D1, King F2, King E2. Anish can try F5 somewhere. That's probably the only try here. Some F5 to break the chain of 4. So White ends up with a weak pawn here, maybe. Yeah, he does it, of course. But still, it's not much. Takes Rook E1, and there's pressure on your pawn, too. What if Nihal and Ivic draw? They play a bullet game of 1+1. Bishop G5, so King F7, Rook E1, Rook E8. Probably just a draw here. Probably just a draw. If Anish draws here, Nihal will definitely win. Yeah, I think Nihal will win. I think Nihal is better than Ivic, objectively. So, yeah, that's what I would say. What if they draw? They draw, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Bullet only after 2 draws on the first board. Okay, so they play best of 2. All right. I mean, I think Nihal is a big favorite if he can get there as board 1 versus board 1. But whether they get there is a whole separate question. Maybe rook e2 here and bishop e5 f4 should be a draw. Can also play b3. You can also go, well, I guess f4 allows h6, so maybe g3. See what happens. Goes g3. That was a move I saw. Rook d4, rook e2 is still drawish. Hard to play, hard to win, but black is definitely better. I appreciate the stream. Glad you're enjoying it, sysadmin. Hope all is well. Hope your administrative work is going well. Hear from Daniel's chat where a single joke gets you timed out. No, you guys, it's chess. Jokes aren't allowed. We're very serious about chess. We got to be super serious. No jokes, no fun. Nothing is allowed. Just big no. Big no. Probably bishop f4, rook d4 trade, and rook c8. But again, you have a weak pawn on h6 too. Okay, probably king g2 and then rook. I mean, it's bad because this pawn on d5 is weak. h6 is also weak. Tough position. Anish probably goes h5, bishop f6, supports the pawn, and then tries to do something. I think h5 and bishop f6 makes a lot of sense here. Put the pawn on the light square, put the bishop here to guard, and then try to go rook c5, rook b5, or rook c1, rook b1. What did you say? Why when we can? Let's be honest. This whole chat is one big joke. Okay, you guys, very funny. Yeah, very serious. Then we have the slunk thing. Probably just king g2 because now rook d4 you can trade and take. I don't like rook c5. I would have gone h5 and bishop f6. Okay, he plays a5. Okay, but h5 now, bishop g5 though. Tough position to win for Anish. He goes to a4. He wants rook b5 to win the pawn, but now he's left with a weak pawn on h6 permanently. But he can go rook b5, rook b4. I assume black is winning because also in the endgame, these pawns are quick, king is far, whereas his king is close to h pawns. So all the endgames should be favorable for black. I think Anish is going to win this, by the way. Because this king is so close to the past h pawn, he's going to get 2 outsiders here. So I assume he's winning. Yeah, I think Anish is going to win this, especially now that he gets this and gets e5. It should just be winning. b5, very good. Okay, takes in rook d3. Rook b7. Wait, rook b7, still tricky. No, but now bishop d6. Anish flubbed it. Now it's a draw. Bishop f6, bishop f4, and this should be a draw with perfect play. Or even bishop f6, king g2, because you can't get the pawn rolling. Oh, big mistake by Anish. Big mistake. He's still better and he can try, but king g2. Yeah, just king g2 here or bishop f4. Probably king g2. Because now you can't push the pawn. And now I go this way. This bishop c5 and then rook b6. Also f4. King h3, of course. Rook b6. I mean, rook b6 must be right here. Gotta move. Whoa, g4. Interesting. King g2 or king g3? I guess he's arguing that he can just hold all the pawns here. But at king e2, there's king d5 and check. Check on e3. Big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Big mistake. And now the bishop holds everything and this is game over. Now the pawn runs. Anish is gonna win. Big mistake by but maybe can you check and check? Time. b5. Bishop f6. Rook e4 takes. That must be win. Maybe not. Okay, rook b5. What? There's rook a2 and rook h2. Wow. Wow, very poorly done. Very poorly done. Now Anish gets white in the final game with only needing a draw. So I think India's done. India's done, I think, here. I think they're done. And not just in the Pro Chess League. Okay, so it looks, yeah, this should be it. 4 a.m. I guess, yeah, 4 a.m. must be, but still, yeah. Anish smurfing. And not just in the PCL. Yeah, you guys you guys should obviously know, you should know what that's a reference. So that's what's his name? Slacker, is it? Or what's his, I forget his name. Slasher, sorry. Slasher, of course. 4 a.m. copium. Yeah, I mean Anish is on the path to victory. I don't know. Let me see. Are they taking a break? It's Slasher. Slasher is who it is. Yeah. Yeah. Um Okay, final game should be starting in a second. Let's see. Maybe not the final game. If yeah, Vidit should not have lost to Anish. I mean, Vidit had the draw and then he messed it up. But 1 a.m. versus 5 a.m. is much different. They have to take a break. Anish needs to have time to tweet. I doubt that. Nihal's got to win. Must win. Nihal has to win or else India's eliminated. Very yeah, very disappointing though for sure. Nihal's watching a stream. Of course he's watching my stream. But he's got to bring it in. I mean, I don't think Nihal's gonna win, but with Black especially, I don't see how he can. With White, I think it's possible. With Black against Anish and a much draw for Anish, very tough, very tough. Okay, when are they? I guess they haven't started their game. They should be starting it pretty soon. If Nihal loses, India will disappear. Yeah, India's done if Nihal doesn't win. Must win. So let's see what happens. 24-hour stream? No, I will reserve that for a very special time. We'll probably do a 24-hour stream at some point in the future. I just don't know when. Why does he carve the Brazil flag? We were representing the great country of Brazil in the Pro Chess League. Anish just has to draw the game. That's it. If he draws the game, it's over. I bet $100 Nihal will beat Anish and then Ivic. I mean, if he beats Anish, they'll win. But yeah. So yeah. I'll bet 10k on each. I mean, I just don't see it happening. I mean, Vidit was the one who messed it up. Vidit had the draw and he messed it up. I mean, Vidit had it and he messed it up, and it's just that simple. And the other two players, I mean, they're good players, but they're not as good as Vidit. It's such a long stream. Respect. Yeah, I mean, I try to mix it up. I mean, generally, I try to stream 5 to 6 hours. So I'm not feeling it. Generally, I'll cut it short at 5. But I almost always stream 6 hours every day if I can help it. That's generally my plan. That's what I try to do. So yeah. I should have played in St. Louis. Nah, no chance. Okay, why isn't the game started? Let's see. Nihal the Savior? Maybe. I mean, I don't know about that, but we'll see. I like the later streams. It gives a chance for East Coast to watch. Yeah, I mean, during weekdays, I mean, I almost always stream the same time, but you know, sometimes I go longer. It depends. I mean, most of my audience is in Europe. Generally, it's like Europe, India, like outside the US. That's why I try to stream at hours that are preferable. So yeah, I don't know why the game hasn't started. Longest stream ever. I think I've done two 24-hour streams. I did one that was I think the longest was about 25. I think I've done 2 streams that are about 25 hours. But yeah. I saw your name mentioned that Wendy's Noob School in an article in QSR magazine where they spelled your name GMHikaru. Do you have a link to that, dude? Do you have a link to that? Death 12 236. It'll get timed out, but I'll click the link anyway if you have it. I don't know the breakdown. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. What's this? Let's open this 1 second. Okay, what is this? Let's read this article. What is this article? Let's change the scene. What is this article scene? Here we go. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta adjust it. 1 second. There we go. Okay, what do we have? Let's read this article while we wait for the final game, because apparently they haven't started. Wendy's launches Noob School to help improve your video gaming skills. All right, here we go. Here is a picture. I am in this picture, you guys. You should see me. I'm second from the left here, right next to Hafu. What does it say? To gain acceptance into Noob School, customers must order $20 or more on Uber Eats through September 30th. Wendy's and Uber Eats are taking fans back to school this September, but don't worry, no textbooks are needed this time around. To earn acceptance into Noob School, simply order $20 or more of your favorite Wendy's items exclusively through Uber Eats, such as the Baconator, such as the chicken sandwich, a lot of good stuff. Dave's Triple is another one. Fans will then gain access to learn from some of the world's best gamers. Courage, mastering content creation. It's Hafu, improving gameplay. Myth, aiming, best practices and good habits. GMHikaru, chess strategy. It's Timmy, growing your channel. Teha types, mechanical keyboard building. That is some good stuff. GMHikaru. Okay, GMHikaru. Who knew? Who knew, you guys? Who knew? I'm deeply impressed. Deeply impressed, you guys. By the spelling of my name. Who is Hikaru? Yeah, okay, that's perfect, you guys. Let's go back to the chess. Right on cue. Let's watch the game, you guys. Let's watch the game. Okay, let's put the music back on. Yeah, I you know what, you guys, right? I need to sue them for $45 million, right? Because the damage that they've caused me, I'm changing my name. They messed it up. My name is my brand. You know, they messed it all up. I got to sue them, right? They're causing me irreparable damage in my future, right? Irreparable damage. Nihal was literally sleeping in the camp. Oh, was Nihal asleep when Nihal was asleep? Oh my god, so brutal. Yeah, I mean, the damage that is caused from that, who knew? By the way, Nihal is a good position here, by the way. If you take with a knight. Queen c2, maybe just... Yeah, but this is headed for a draw. Knight d5. I mean, Nihal's trying. Bishop G... Yeah, Nihal's going to get smoked here, I think. Are you that full-time streamer who also plays chess sometimes? Indeed. Indeed, I am. Yeah, indeed. And saying that Nihal is playing in 12 hours. By the way, there's some tricks. C4 was good. Queen b3, maybe. Queen b3. Okay, rook e1, maybe bishop f5 here. Or bishop e6. I don't know which one. Okay, makes sense. Is there a knight b4 trick? Wait a second. Knight b4? Wait, knight b4. Wait, there's knight b4. Wait a second. Knight b4 is a trick. And Nihal sees it. He's thinking here. Thank you to David Porter. Shout out to Hikaru. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate it. It doesn't mean it's losing or anything, but yeah. Yeah, knight b4 I think is the move here. He's using a lot of time, which is actually quite smart by Nihal here. Hikaru Nikimaru, yeah. Right, you guys. Yeah. It's a good one, right? If I had qualified, would I beat the 4 Indian players? I mean, who knows? But the game against Vidit would have been the hardest. And it's turning out this way too, in terms of Anish. Okay, he trades, but I mean, now I mean, white is just completely fine. I mean, even trades. Maybe knight e4, maybe bishop e3. Okay, Anish is trying to be super solid with bishop c1. Computer doesn't like it. Says a5 is good. a5, a4 maybe. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, knight c4 is played. I could sue them for 45 million lost income from brand deals, right? Exactly, you guys. Of course. I mean, the amount of money that I lose from them getting my name wrong, like, yeah, it's irreparable damage to my brand. Anyway, rook d8 is played. Probably can just trade and go bishop f4. Anish is very close to drawing the game already. Very close to drawing. Bishop f4. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a draw. Anish is going to win, and the match is going to end here. I'm pretty confident. I think it's squishy for the 6 months. Okay, you guys are going to keep going, yeah. I could probably get free Wendy's for life if I bring it up. No, I mean, it's all good. It's just funny. Yeah. Okay, rook d6. Again, white can trade or go knight e4. Anish is just not going to lose this. He's going to flatten the board and make a draw here. So Giri swept everyone. I think this will be a draw, but yeah, he will have beaten 3 of them and then drawn against Nihal. Rook d6 actually, knight f3. I was gonna say there's one thing Anish cannot do, and he blunders it. One thing Anish cannot do, and now it's board 1 versus board 1. Anish gets careless for 1 move, and he's gonna lose the game. He gets careless for 1 move. As soon as I say that, I totally jinxed him. Literally, I jinxed him. Yeah, as soon as I'm like, it's over, Anish has done it, he plays rook takes d6 and blunders knight f3. Thank you to Burning Acid for the 7 months. Thank you so much. Nihal with the power nap, yeah. Goes rook e6. I mean, queen d2 or queen d3 only moves. But there's bishop e5 even. I mean, very poor. Who is Nihal Sarin? A grandmaster from India. Very talented junior player. Okay, this is just bad. F5 is good here. F5 knight c3 though. You have some hope. Ivic opening the laptop again. Yeah, I'm sure Ivic thought it was over too. Okay, but now knight c3 and knight d5. I mean, it's not trivial here. This is not trivial actually at all. Knight d5, rook e2, queen h4. I mean, this is very unclear now. Knight d5, and you get a bastion. I mean, black's still winning with perfect play, but this is not going to be trivial. Rook e2 allows queen h4, and you're dead. Go like queen c8 or something. I'm not sure that Nihal's going to win this now. Actually, I'm really not sure now. Really not sure. I think you have queen h4. Yeah, see, I mean, the bar is going down. I mean, there's also b4. There's b4 coming. There's b4 to remove the queen. I mean, Nihal just threw it again. I mean, he just threw it again because b4 and the queen can't stay on the diagonal. Knight holds all the critical squares, and there's queen d8. I mean, this is just not. Nihal actually messed it up. Yeah, b4. Well, I guess b4 here. There's queen a2. Knight f4. Apparently, rook e8 and queen d8. He should have gone queen d4 back. Queen d4 h4. Queen d8. Oh wait, no, then knight e6. So queen e5, I guess. Yeah, queen e5. Good move. Knight d5. I mean, Nihal's winning again. Nihal's definitely winning again. Okay, he goes back. But now black has a good queen, and you can even go f4 here, maybe. Okay, he's looking to go rook e1 and mate Anish here on the back rank. Maybe knight e3 and cut it off. Rook e1? Rook e1 is just winning, isn't it? Yeah, rook e1 is game over. Check, 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 and skewer, and you collect the queen. Maybe queen h... Nah, but if you have to go queen h2, you're going to have to lose. Wow, Anish messed it up. GG for Nihal. Isn't this just mate? Checking queen g1? I mean, yeah, I mean, check on f2. Check on f2 and check back on g1. Yeah, queen f2 is simple. King g5 h6 is mate, in fact. Wow. Huge throw by Anish. And Anish is eliminated by Nihal Sarin. So it's Nihal Sarin versus Ivic for all the marbles. Impressive. All right, one more game for the road, unless they draw. They could draw. It's board 1 versus board 1. I think they play 2 games, and if they're drawn, then they have a final 1+1 game. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Who am I rooting for? I mean, I root for Nihal. I always root for Nihal. Yeah, I always root for him. Anish won't be happy about the missed draw. Yeah, he'll be upset. Nihal will be, I mean, Anish will be pretty upset about the missed draw. Anish just ended his stream without saying anything. Oh, really? Anish is that mad? Actually, I'd be pretty mad too. Anish like cruises through it, and then he gets careless and he loses that game, and I'd be pretty upset too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anish wasn't talking during the stream anyway. Okay, but I mean, he has to be upset. I mean, I'd be very upset too. I mean, he was just crushing it. Daniel wants to play. I know Daniel wants to play, but we're covering the PCL. Like when I start covering something, I cover it all the way through. That's it. And I'm guessing Daniel's rating is down, right? Daniel's blitz rating is down, so now he wants to play. Typical. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. One more game coming up probably. Amon and Hansen are mauling. I mean, they should be because Anish had it. Anish had the match won there. Anish had the match. 100% Anish should have won. So yeah. 100%. Yeah, I mean, I would be very upset too. Like if I was on a team and like I'm in that situation and a draw gets us through and then I make a stupid blunder like that, I'd be very upset. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd be very upset. No, I mean, you should totally be upset. It's 5 a.m. in India. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's pretty late in India for sure. All right, so the game should be starting in a second. Let's see. It's 4:51 a.m. Yeah, I mean it's 4:51. Jeez, that's insane. Insane. Thank you to Windmill Head for the 11 months. Thank you so much to Windmill Head. Appreciate it. Thank you. Prove everybody wrong, Ivic. I mean, he could. Totally could. Totally could. Nihal is in Sweden, by the way, you guys. So it's only 1 a.m. It's not like 5 a.m. But Nihal has to play in like 11 hours, which is pretty harsh too. Raunak just got done with the Sharjah Masters today as well. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. All right. I don't know why the game hasn't started yet, but they should be playing pretty soon. Let me see. Is it best of 1 or best of 2? I think it was Sizagin for the 5 months. Thank you so much, Sizagin. Appreciate it. Thank you. Why is Ivic after Anish? Because he scored more points in the arena. That's why. Do I play better on or off stream? I play much better on stream. I actually, when I play off stream, I almost always lose points now. Okay, here we go. Game starts. The final countdown. The final showdown, I should say. I think it's best of 1 still, unless I'm mistaken. So it's still best of 1. So yeah, very very tough final match. Okay, what happened? There was actually an Anish tweet I just saw. Trying to put all Indian kids to bed ain't easy for Papa. This is all pretty standard. So you castle here, of course. Important move. Not G6. I thought G6 knight G3 was dicey because of D3. And you have to worry about this diagonal here. But maybe it's okay. If this gets the bullet, yeah, Nihal wins for sure. I'd play knight D2. Well, I guess knight D2, there's some D4. Maybe just trade, though. Maybe just trade. Takes knight E4, knight... No, it looks like white should be better. I was worried about D4 here, actually. I thought D4 was a strong move. Computer actually says black is much better after knight G4. Tough move to play, though. I assume you're going to take on D3, most likely. It's the most human move. Takes or D4 are the 2 human moves here. He does take, okay. And now I guess you go D4 again. Yeah, E4 and then maybe knight E5. Maybe just rook E8. Balanced again. If it goes to bullet, Nihal has the big advantage. Big advantage. I think Nihal's going to win here, though. My guess is Nihal's going to castle play F4. I think Nihal's going to win this game. I love F4 here. Okay, castle's first, but this looks great for white. I think Nihal's going to win. Nihal's going to win because his pawn cuts the knight jump to G4 and E3. I expect Nihal to win this game. knight e2, and then f4. I mean, this is great for white. f4, c takes d3, knight f3. I love white's position here. Computer, oddly enough, says knight c4 is the best move. Not a very human move. He plays f4 as expected. Yeah, I think Ivic is going to get worked in this game. I think okay, he goes bishop e7, which is a good move, so he can go c5. But I really this pawn chain looks good for white. Maybe f5 even. Maybe knight f3 and f5. Would I see Nihal is currently amongst the best Bliss players? I don't know. I don't know. See, f5 is a move here. Knight f3 is a move. Many options. c4 is not free, because if you take, I think there's bishop c5, and there's some kind of problem on the diagonal. So no, it's not really free. Okay, c5, of course, guards the pawn. f5, I assume. You got to go f5 and then b6, maybe open up the diagonal. This is actually not clear again. This is not clear at all again. He'll win in hyperbole bullet matches. Nothing. No, I can't adopt Nihal. He's too strong at this point. It feels like Nihal did something wrong. Maybe his b4 to undermine the chain. He's gonna look for b4 here. Probably b6, but then there's 95, knight c6 maybe. Yeah, I'm not in love with Nihal's position anymore. The computer actually hates it. You got to go b4, I assume, or 95, knight c6 and trade. Yeah, actually, 95 makes a lot of sense here to trade the bishop and then undermine the connect 4. Makes a lot of sense to undermine the chain with b4. And now, of course, you should play b4, keep undermining the chain. All right, apparently there's a post. What's it? Hello, Hikaru. I come to you with a business proposal. We started a chess site, but sell loot boxes that allow you to get skins for your chess pieces. Chess plus loot boxes equals dollars. I'll give you 5% if you promote it. Minimum 8 hours per day of streaming it. I get 50%, and my other promoter, Landon Donovan, gets the rest. You in? Landon Donovan, the good old Landon Donovan jokes. I'd forgotten about those. Good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I know, it's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. But 8 hours a day is too much, you guys. 8 hours is too much. I can't do 8 hours a day of promoting it. Okay, probably rook c8 should be played here. Guard the pawn on c5. He takes. Isn't bishop c5 and d4 weak now? Wait. Now you take and. It's a big mistake. Bishop takes c5 is very good for white. That's a big mistake by Ivic. Bishop takes c5 and your pawns are very weak here. Will he spot it is the question. He does. Nihal's going to win. E3, queen b4, and your pawns are going to collapse here, and your king is wide open. This is game over. Nihal's going to win. India's going to win here. India's going to win. I'm not even jinxing. I think this is just over. Especially with the time situation, players getting a little bit low. This looks like this is going to be it, I think. This should be it. Queen b4, rook c1. Okay, knight c6 is coming. Here we go. E3, queen b2, d4 hangs, queen a5 hangs. Everything is collapsing here. Yeah, this is over. Nihal's clutching. Nihal's clutching it. GG's. GG's. GG's here. It's over. 33 seconds and counting. Just take on e4. I mean, this is GG's. Game over. Queen d4, knight d4. Ouch. Ouchies. Ouchies. Takes, knight g6. Game over. GG's. Game over. Game over. Jinx God. Hikaru, not Nakamura. Yeah. Game over. Okay. Knight g6. Ouch. Good night. Good night. Guten Nacht. Queen d5 is game over. Queen d5 is good night. Queen d5 and queen h5 is good. Guten Nacht. And he finds it. Guten Nacht. You take and you mate on h8. Yep. Checkmate. Game over. Yes, and Nihal wins. The one and only Nihal. It's not over. He might play queen d8. No, I mean, thank you to Dilbert for the 2 months. As soon as Nihal got bishop takes c5, I mean, the whole thing is just crashing. Whole thing is just completely collapsing here. Nice Chessbrahs out by Hansen. Nice Chessbrahs out by Hansen. Okay, I mean, we relax. Relax, dude. But anyway, yeah, basically, I mean, again, there were 2 key moments. If Vidit doesn't throw that game against Anish, I think India wins smoothly, but then Anish makes a huge throw against Nihal later on, and that huge throw is a big mistake. I mean, like, what can you say? And then Nihal just crushes it. I mean, Nihal just crushes it. Yeah, Nihal just crushes it. It's what it is. Okay, is this copy pasta now? Yeah, copy pasta, right. But India makes it to the semifinals. So the 4 teams that make it to the semifinals are, what are the 4 teams? There's St. Louis, I believe Russia, India, and what is the other team? What is the other team that makes it through? California? Oh, California. Yeah, California makes it. So the 4 teams are California, St. Louis, Russia, and India. So those are the final 4 teams that do make it through. Canada always gets knocked out when it counts the most. I mean, it's they probably should have just lost this match cleanly, but I mean, Anish pulled them in, and then Anish threw at the very end, so it's a brutal heartbreak for them. But that's kind of how it goes. They let my baby free for the 7 months. Please let him free. He is in prison, free tax fraud in South Africa. Who are you even talking about? Anyways, feels bad, man. Couldn't carry the Capybaras all the way to the end. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, but I tried. At any rate, that's how it goes. So yeah, say they make it through. Yeah, honorable mention Norway, who almost got 6th, right? Without Magnus, almost 6th. True. But that's life. Anyway, you guys, all right. I am going to be calling it a day, you guys. It's been a pretty good stream, nearly 9 hours long. We've had a fun stream, fun ride, trying to play Scuff Title Tuesday, playing the Pro Chess League, representing Brazil. Unfortunately, a dream, it wasn't meant to be, but we will be back tomorrow, you guys. Again, probably 8 a.m. Pacific. We have Arena Kings, which returns tomorrow, so we're going to be playing Arena Kings. That should be really hype. Really looking forward to it. Thanks again for all the love and support, you guys. Gonna send the raid to GM Canty now. Have a great rest of your afternoon and evening. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow on Wednesday morning. Keep it real. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye, you guys.